Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Saucy Sunday. I'm Meatball Saucy. Today, I've got a pretty exciting show planned for you. We're going to be talking about Zen Pinball, or specifically Pinball FX, and how it compares to Virtual Pinball or Visual Pinball 10, or VPX, more commonly known as. This is a topic that RetroTech X has been exploring the last couple of weeks on his channel. There's been some really great discussions, and it has kind of triggered in my mind, hey, let's put these things side by side and see which ones I enjoy, why I enjoy them, what's going on. Ethan, what's up, man? Hey, enjoy while you can, and but don't get in trouble at work, man. But anyway, so we're going to go in and take a look at the Zen Pinball versus VPX. Now, the big deal here is that I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the technology behind these tables and how you're going to see them. Because Zen Pinball, and specifically Pinball FX, Ace of Jacks Media Grounds is here as well. Because of the integration with DMD EXT, we've got the ability to have color DMDs. Also, the integration with DOF links allows us to have active back glasses and as well as call pup packs as well. So as long as we've got those two integrations running, you're going to see a lot of similarities with VPX that translates over into FX. So you get a very similar experience. And as we go through this discussion today, like I said, you'll see that sometimes I lean towards the Zen, sometimes I lean towards the VPX, but we'll get into that as we go through. So today I want to start off with Adam's Family, and we're going to take a look real quickly at a short clip here of both VPX side by side with Zen FX.
Welcome, Anna.
All right, there's Adam's Family. So as I indicated, if you've got a pup pack and you've got color DMDs that are all working for your VPX, you can easily translate them into Zen. Now, when it comes to the difference in the SSF, I don't know if you noticed, but on the VPX, you've actually got the SSF for table rolling, so that when the ball moves up and down the table, you can actually feel it rolling down the table and up and down the table. That's not something you get in FX. Now, that being said, those of you with At Games Legends 4K machines and you purchase the Zen packs from At Games, they have apparently got the SSF built to where you also get ball rolling. So that is where that goes. But when it comes to the Adams family specifically, I personally am leaning towards having the Zen table, and that is the one I play most often. I do play the VPX, but I honestly, in this particular case, prefer the Adams family in Zen. Um, Now, again, like I said, I've got quite a few of these tables, so I'm going to kind of rip through them as quickly as I possibly can here. Um, but this one is again, you're going to see the same kind of thing to where you've got ball rolling in VPX and the SSF is going to be firing. But then on the DOF-Link's SSF, that integration that's working with that, it really is only the mechanical SSF. So your slingshots and your flippers and the pop bumpers really hit on the SSF. So take a look and we'll see what you think. All right, there's Attack from Mars. Now you'll notice with Attack from Mars, I had a pup pack running on the VPX, but I have an active backglass running on Zen Pinball. So you have the choice. If you've got a DMD capture based pup pack, you have the option to go with either. You can use the pup pack or you cannot. That is yeah, Mr. Paradise. I get a lot of comments for this when I wear this out at Next Level Pinball. Definitely gets a couple of thumbs up. So yeah, the team over at VPin Hub, awesome logo. I really wish they would have kept this logo, but hey, you know, whatever. Either way. So again, like I said, you can go with either a backglass that is triggered by table events. So that is kind of cool. So you notice it was lighting up different sections of the backglass. But that really is kind of your personal choice. You can either use the active backglass or you can go with a pup pack if you've got one set up for it. And so if you take a look here, we're going to go to one that doesn't necessarily have a pup pack, but it has got some really exciting gameplay. Now, when it comes to Attack from Mars, I lean on the VPX as being my favorite. I prefer the 4K graphics and updated field, and the look of that is a lot better. I prefer the gameplay to Zen version. But again, that's not always the case. So let's take a look at our next table. This is Black Knight 2000. Black Knight 2000. So, with regards to which one I lean on with this table, it is definitely the Zen table. While the B2S for the VPX is, decent, it's got the scoring and it is there, but I really like the lighting and animation effects much better on Black Knight 2000 for Zen. It is definitely my preferred platform when I'm playing Black Knight 2000. So for those of you keeping track at home, this is 2 tables so far for Zen Pinball, and VPX has got one, in my opinion, 1 vote for me. So let's move on to the next one. And this one is might be a little bit controversial. This is Black Rose. This was done by the VPW team, and they did a great job. There is, however, one piece of this particular table that I think is a little bit lackluster, but let's take a look and we'll talk about it here when it's done. All right, so there is Black Rose. So as I kind of hinted at before, there is one significant flaw. So those of you that play Black Rose, you'll know that there's a segment where you are the ball gets locked into the cannon and the cannon rotates. I will say that is the biggest weakness of the VPW. And unfortunately, because of that, it tips the scale towards the Zen side for me. The animation on the Zen side is perfect. I mean, it zooms in, the camera zooms in, got the pivot and rotation happening. It's not as precise or as comfortable from a play style on the VPW. It may be more realistic, but I again, I'm going to have to go with Zen on Black Rose. Next up, guys, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
And now, on with the show.
All right, Creature from the Black Lagoon. So there's a lot of pluses and minuses with this one for both sides. You know, the Zen version has got the cool bubbles and animation all happening in the lagoon portion of the table. The Zen is very consistent and arcadey with regards to that, but I personally prefer the VPX version with its less arcadey gameplay, a little bit you have to be more precise. It just feels more realistic. And in general, it is one of those ones that you've got pluses and minuses on both of them. I really like playing it on Zen, but I prefer playing it on VPX in this particular case. So that's Creatures from the Black Lagoon. I'm curious what others here in chat or I'll leave in a comment what you guys think for Creature for the Black Lagoon. All right, let's take a look at Circus Voltaire.
Welcome to the sideshow. This is Sideshow Zen.
Are you ready for a shocking experience?
The Sideshow Marvel.
All right, Circus Voltaire. This one's not even close for me, guys. I mean, VPX, the back glass, being able to have the little animated ball that you shoot during some of those modes, the overall animations, the ringmaster, the head on VPX. It's so realistic. I mean, it's like watching a cartoon versus a live action. It's much more my speed for what I would hope and want out of that particular table. And I really, really like the VPX version of Circus Voltaire. This one is pretty cool. We're going to be taking a look at Elvira and the Party Monsters here next. This is a fantastic pup pack, and what's so exciting about this pup pack is that it is DMD capture based, but it is segment D&D. And for those of you that have ever done or tried to create any type of pup capture DMDs for a pup pack, doing it with segment DMDs is extremely difficult. Being able to get it and isolate the trigger window is a very big challenge. So take a look at Elvira and the Party Monsters.
Hey, I've seen a people report. It's had one phone call and a search. Here's dinner.
I'll get you and your little dog too.
All right, Elvira and the Party Monsters. Ed, Goofy, Jason, Little Alien, how you guys doing? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so Elvira and the Party Monsters. So whereas Circus Voltaire wasn't even close and VPX wins that hands down, Elvira and the Party Monsters is exactly the opposite swing, where Zen has a much more superior experience. The visuals on the table, even the little animations are cool, but that's not really even what I base it on. The look and the feel of the table is much closer and much more right, in my opinion, than what is coming through on the VPX. And I know there's a lot of different versions out there, but again, like I said, what I've got is the most current physics-based update for VPX, and like I said, just because the physics are right, the look of the table is really off-putting to me. And so, like I said, Zen clearly wins when it comes to Elvira and the Party Monsters. All right, high speed time, guys. Let's get ready to get away.
You ever shot a gun before, homie?
I just did.
All right, High Speed 2, The Getaway. This is just one of my favorite tables in general. Try to play this one, even though I've honestly never played the original Williams table. I've only played the CGC remake, but it is a really fun table. I really enjoy playing it. I'm never very good at it, but in general, like I said, I do like it. But again, if just looking through that video and how it plays, I played a lot on Zen Pinball, but I definitely prefer the VPX. The lighting experience is much better in general for this table. And being that as it is one of my favorites, I definitely prefer VPX over Zen in this particular instance. Okay. This is a good one. Medieval Madness.
Is round. It's like whatevs.
These debates are so idiotic.
Wait until 2016.
All hail King Arthur. Hail King Arthur. Say no. Not the Master, I am your king. So, you need me. Make sure he doesn't. Make sure he I am the king of kings.
All right, Medieval Madness. Um, so again, like I said, it's one of those ones where I've got the pup pack running over on the VPX version versus the B2S just coming through. DOF links. Which one do I like better? In general, VPX is pretty much going to win out on Medieval Madness for me. It's not a matter of, again, not a physics situation. This is really more the color, the lighting, and the animation for the castle being destroyed in the VPX version is really solid. It is almost a cop out in the, in my opinion, in the Zen version. I mean, it's okay. I think they could have done a whole lot more with the graphics engine they've got on this system. It could be better, and you know, I guess it is what it is. But we'll take VPX for Medieval Madness. Moving on from Knights of the Round Table to Monsters in the Castle. Let's take a look at Monster Bash.
Friendly one. He's one of the strangest tales ever told.
Welcome to the Monster Bash. Welcome to the Monster Bash. Come on, Gil. Nobody knows the scales like you. Play with us.
Hey, Gamer Fridge, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. I know you're working. That was Monster Bash. Yeah, so VPX, guys. I mean, it's still where it's at. But as you can see, the difference or the gap between the two is much smaller than it used to be. I mean, we really have got a lot of. Oh, thanks for the help with Scorebit. You're very welcome, man. I'm glad you got it working, and we're following each other. So now we can score chase virtually. If you are into virtual pinball and you have got your system set up on a network, you can certainly join us on Scorebit and do some score chasing. J-Rod is here. Hey, man. Good to see you. And so, like I said, you know, Monster Bash VPX, it's where it's at. The gap is much closer. That there, you know, it really is becoming much more difficult to say, yeah, I like VPX over Zen or Zen over VPX. It's a much smaller margin now. They play so well on both systems. You get to have an opportunity to see the color, the pup pack, all of it in FX, right? So you don't just have to have a VPX setup to take advantage of all the cool things that virtual pinball can offer. Now this is one where I've got a little bit of bias just because of the artwork, and we'll talk about it. Scared Stiff.
to play? I don't want to know.
Man, I hate commercials.
Lock and grip. Better be careful.
Look up! The spider!
Leave it alone. I don't want to.
Man, I hate commercials.
Anyway, I'm the best in home entertainment. Be careful. Leave it alone.
Look up! Stop the spider!
Now look what you've done. Monsters? Demons? Zombies?
Ooh, I heard the weapons. Hey, police.
All right, scared stiff. So I'm going to be, like I said, a little bit biased on this one, just because the back glass, right? For one, I've got boobies on my back glass. What more do you need? For two, it doesn't require a special screen animation or anything like that to get the spinner for gameplay, and that is a little bit immersion breaking when it comes to playing on the Zen table. But again, like I said, the pup pack and all of it all works together. So it is one of those scenarios to where you can just like it and enjoy it. It's all integrated, works together. You don't have to say, hey, I only want to play VPX, or I only want to play Future Pinball, or I only want to play Zen. The world is your oyster, boys and girls. We just need to, if you don't know how and you need help, reach out. That's all I would ever ask is that, hey, I'm not doing something because you aren't comfortable with it. Trust me, there is a full group of people in the community that are capable and willing to help get you set up and hooked up. So certainly reach out and ask the questions. Let's take a look at our next table here real quick, and we will talk about Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Welcome to Enterprise. Sensors are hold on. Welcome to the Enterprise.
Evacuate all personnel.
All right, Star Trek Next Generation. Jason Little Alien makes a fantastic point here. Yes, it is not difficult, and once you really get an understanding for where files go and so forth, it really is just do it one at a time and get these things online, and things just start to work, and it's again a great experience no matter what platform you're on. But when it comes to Star Trek: The Next Generation, um, I'm squarely on the Zen side here. I That is one of my favorite Zen tables is playing Star Trek: The Next Generation. It is much more of an arcadey experience and less realistic because the VPX version is very realistic to the real table. But from a fun experience standpoint, I really like to play the Zen version more. That's how it is. Yeah, you know. Right, and it is an evolution, right? And so you go to the VR, and you start off with getting pup packs working, and getting color DMDs online, and as you start progressing with your build and your different options, yeah, you just get a better and better experience across all platforms. It is a fantastic thing. I did a video. In fact, I was tinkering around with some future pinball. I was working with Nailbuster um, yesterday on some troubleshooting with future pinball, and I was running some of my custom DMDs that I built for future pinball. Things like um, a RoboCop and a couple of ones that I worked on for Aliens and uh, Indiana Jones. So, but those are some really cool background overlaid with DMD EXT, and it's just like I said, as Jason indicated, you can really start to tinker and get a lot of different things rolling with that particular platform. Let's take a look at Taxi. All right, Taxi. So while I really like the VPX version of this, I really really like playing the Zen version. It is I prefer the Zen version to the VPX version. I know that's probably not a good thing. Board did a great job with the VPX version, but I just from a gameplay standpoint, and when I get in the mood to play Taxi, I'm going to the FX menu. pull it up. I'm not going to VPX to go digging for it. I will play the VPX one when it's cycling through in a track mode, and I go over and play a random roulette game of what table am I going to play, and I let the a track mode decide, and so that's when I will play the taxi on VPX. But for the most part, for me, it is definitely going to be a Zen choice for that particular table. All right, we got a couple more, guys, and then we'll call it for today. But I really wanted to show this one off because this is a beautiful VPX table, and it is relatively new on Zen. But let's see who done it.
Freeze, clown boy.
Somebody come quick!
And then I was on the case. Get in the cab.
All right, who done it? Yeah, I think I kind of gave it away a little bit on which one I think is better. The VPX is a beautiful table. It the flashers, the lighting, all of it is just fantastic. I definitely am going to choose VPX in this particular instance, but you know, again, as we've kind of been the theme today, is that it really isn't a matter of which one's better, go with that one or the other one. It's really a matter of, hey, if you're into virtual pinball, and even if you're on a turnkey option like at games, they do have, and yes, I know it costs money now to turn on the OTG, but you can take advantage of all of these features via OTG and hooking up a PC. And I know that is much more of an expensive proposition in this current day and age, and where we're at in the economy with RAM and storage pricing. But again, it's definitely in a scenario to where I started off with second-hand hand-me-down PCs and slowly just upgrade them and build them into my arcade machines. In fact, the VPin is exactly that. Just got an upgrade from hand-me-down video card from my oldest son. In any case, so we've kind of, like I said, gone around the horn with all the different tables today. I did want to just highlight real quickly and talk about originals, because Zen has got quite a large library of originals, going all the way back to the FX2 days, all the way up to current modern systems. There's some fantastic games: Aliens versus Predator, Aliens, Archer, going into the newly released Doom. You know, there is a ton of originals that are really good. DPX, tons of originals that are really good. And so I just really wanted to highlight two of them. I don't know that there is a which originals are better, because there is no real basis. It's, do you have fun playing them? Are they fun to play? Is the experience when you're playing them good? If the answer is yes, then they're both winners, in my opinion.
Shoot the program to enter the matrix. Consecutive loops like deja vu jackpot.
You take the blue pill.
Welcome to the soul play. You are not welcome here.
All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys noticed either of the Easter eggs that I tossed in for this last little video. The Matrix released a couple weeks ago. Fantastic, original. The VPW team teamed up with the Pincredibles to release this. I did make a tiny little personal modification, so those topper callouts, those are not things that everybody has access to, so that's mine there. And then the other thing that I tossed into that original section was the colorization for the DMD on a Zen original. This is fairly unprecedented. There's only two of them that have been done, but the ones that have been done extremely well. Taking Zen originals and applying the painstaking activity of actually colorizing those DMDs is it's a tribute or credit to Zen, that they have motivated creators within the VPN community to actually take their originals and add this colorization, because it's not a small amount of work that goes into updating those. So I wanted to share that in case you weren't aware that there are colorizations even for Zen originals. But that is really all I wanted to share with you guys today. Again, like I said, I got really still working on it. Well, hey man, if you, again, like I said, anytime you guys are struggling and you need a hand, reach out to me on Discord. I'm always happy to help. I'm almost every single weekend helping somebody or working with somebody on some virtual pinball thing. Usually most of the day on Saturdays. But either way, like I said, I appreciate all of you guys stopping by. Again, going back to the fact that it really is just a enjoy it all, right? I mean, we've got these systems, we've got these fantastic toys. It doesn't matter who makes it, where it comes from, as long as you enjoy it and it's fun. Who cares, right? Who cares? All right, guys. Again, thank you for stopping by. Those of you who drop by and chat, any of you that are seeing this on replay and you have an opinion about VPX or Zen Pinball, please drop a comment on the video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.